back. All right, let's finish this up. All right, I want some RAM chips. However, I'm going to reuse some old ones. Hey, Chris. Is it really 2 streams, or is it just the same stream continued? Which one is that? This one. All right. A whole lot of stuff's exciting stuff's going to go on this part. Y'all seen RAM upgrades before? Hot. Nope. Done. And last but not least, number 4. Way too many, Nevin. When I say way too many, it's not a bad thing. It's... I just finished building 30 PXUs. And that'll probably last me 2 weeks. Come on, there we go. of fact, let's do this before I continue on. Keith, what's up? Let's check this real quick. Alright, good. So, I wanted to know how much time I spent, Nevin. The stack. This is my order list. It's the stuff I need to get done. And I'll be fulfilling these after the stream tonight. Yeah, it has been, Keith. Has been a long time indeed. How you been? No, I do not sleep. Not enough, anyways. I was testing some software for somebody this morning before streaming. Felt like doing a CPU upgrade, so got that done. Or in progress, I should say. And then then I gotta work on orders. And that's when the other stuff. And there's more stuff after that that I gotta do that I can't talk about. Not that I can't talk about it, I just don't know if I'm allowed to. Storefront's doing good, bud. Family's doing good. Just trying to stay busy where we want to be and not too busy where we don't want to be. If that makes sense. This up here real quick. Man, if only all of them soldered in that nicely. heck is that? Don't know if that's thermal paste or... yeah, it's thermal paste. Let's clean that up. Oh, definitely thermal paste, based off the way it's smeared. Flux. Not running out of flux, ran out of flux. Let's see if I got at least enough here for this chip. Doubt it. Got another tube. Dinner was good, Makina. I mean, it's fast food Chinese takeout, so... tell I almost took that one cap out. Come on. Not getting the look I want to get, but that's probably because I ran out of flux right there. That would make sense. So let's transfer syringes. There we go. Put that syringe back. Put a little bit more down. Oof, maybe too much. How's it going, Sean? Oh, much better. Just need to get that bridge out of there. go. That looks good. Oh, it's possible, Sean. These are pulled RAM chips. So, who knows? One of them could be bad. Very possible one of them's bad. Get rid of that booty bridge. Let's see here. Here we go. There's pin 1. Why do I not test them one at a time? Because I don't need to. Typically not, anyways. Oof. Oof. Rip. So much for that chip. Unless the chip is shorted internally, which is always a possibility, you usually can just test it with X-Blast. And I'll tell you which one it is, as long as it's not one of the first 4 of the 8 chips. Man, that sucks. It's a Yeti! Now, let's try that again. There we go. That alignment looks a lot better. I'm doing good, Yeti. I'm doing good. Just had some Chinese for dinner. This Xbox has been going pretty smooth until I just screwed up that one RAM chip. And everything was fine until you showed up. Nah. Still got a few things to do on it. Hopefully I can get it done tonight. Still got shop orders to fulfill. Couple of things to test and verify. Don't those legs just look sexy? With every mod that I offer, Nevin, that'll be around $1,200. Because that takes takes about, if I worked on it non-stop, it would be at least 4 to 6 days. That's a lot of labor. I mean, a lot of labor. Because that's CPU, RAM, chip, caps, like all board caps, DVD caps, power supply caps, Kratos, X sound, let's see here, Type D for the controller, my PXU. I mean, I don't even think I got an entire comprehensive list of everything in it, but yeah, it takes time. It takes lots and lots of time. And I'm trying to get other orders done in the meantime. Other jobs, other mail-ins. Okay, Chip, can you just stay in place there for me? Thank you. includes the case being refurbished, cleaned up. Wick's just about dead here. Alright. See if that sits flat. Yep. Nice. Get it sit nice and flat, and I'll tell you what, it looks spectacular. Nice go on so easy. Is this the song again that sounds like Doom? Yes, it is. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty close to that now. Labor rates have been going up because of just not a lot of free time. You hear it too, right, Makina? There's a part in here that's going to sound like the Cyber Demon, where it does the pauses. May not be the one I was thinking of. Still sounds very Doomish. Definitely a Mick Gordon vibe. You know, depending on how long it takes, Nevin, I got a couple here that's been here for over a few years. And yeah, I'm going to give them the sweetheart deal, but in terms of labor, cost of supplies is, you know, cost of supplies. Okay, come on. You're not flowing the way I want you to. There we go. Now that looks right. Let's get rid of that booty bridge. Sorry, had to duck for a minute. Alright. Oh yeah, Booter wouldn't listen to this. Not on stream anyways. Yep, I hear what you guys hear in terms of music. Saw something somewhere, one of the television networks on their online stream. When you're watching a sporting event, you're going to be able to toggle on and off the announcers. I really wish YouTube and or Twitch would do something similar for like main audio and, you know, music. Maybe you can do that with Twitch. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Carlos. Oh man, I threw that out of focus, didn't I? Uh-oh. Lost the cap. Yep, they all look good. I don't see any obvious bridging. I think that's just flux, yeah. Checking for bridges. Lost caps. Like that one. Check the bottom side real quick because I don't think I did. No bridges. All the caps are there. Alright, that all looks good. Do I not have that open? Un momento, por favor. All right. This is a 1.4 that I have CPU upgraded. Working on the RAM now. We just did caps. We're gonna test the RAM here shortly, but I want to put that capacitor back in. So I need to steal one from a parts console. Because I got so many of these parts. Could boot without it, but I'm here. I don't have that annoying large capacitor in the way yet. That ain't gonna work. Took care of the bridge. Come on. It's annoying when it tombstones on you. Accidentally touched the power connector a little bit with the soldering iron. It's like, why do I smell melting plastic? Yeah, that'll do it. Hey, look, I found the cap. I don't know how, but okay. I'm gonna cut that off. Wow. Oh, I had it, and then I screwed it up. those aren't metal tweezers. I can't use... Oh man, this is hilarious. Come on, get there. There we go, finally. Let's clean it up, make sure it looks good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There we go. Not sure how I did that, but okay. It's funny. Let's make sure she still boots. Yeah, I ripped the legs right off of that RAM chip. Throw it in the trash can. Throw that there. Power button. USB-C supply. Let's make sure I don't have any debris underneath. That in. Folks. Oh wow, that thing's actually working the way it's supposed to be now. Sweet. Plug that. Set that there. Power. If I did it right, I should see the boot logo. Hey. No X-Blast. No one chip at a time. None of that. Throw it on. Hot air probably would have been easier, but the RAM chips do not like hot air. They do not like them. So if you use hot air, know that you're probably going to kill that chip. Alright. What I should do now, before I forget, is the voltage. Well, now that this is working, let's use it. And drop that. Oh, it's working. Does these work? Hey, I got a mini booter. Just for you, Sean. Alright, I forgot I had those. Let's put... Let's go ahead and put this guy up here. Or at least prep it. With this being a 1.4, I may have to do the video thingamajigger too. Let's put our missing cap in. Hey, light, come back. The voltage mod is actually to lower the voltage. The newer CPU operates at a lower voltage, so we need to drop it down. It'll operate fine with the higher voltage, just runs hotter. Runs hotter than it needs to. So there's the capacitor I didn't put in right away because it's easier to install that RAM without it. joint. This will probably just use hot air for. Booter was here earlier, Carlos. This is the second stream I did today. Or this is the second stream of the day for me, so he was in the first one. Give those a nice reflow. I'll have to pull up. I don't have the instructions memorized yet. Hello, horny. Yes, it did. And I did do that testing you asked for. It seems to work just fine. No, bye-bye, Yeti. Bye-bye. Another pull, so I need to clean the legs before I try soldering it on. The only thing is it keeps moving on me. Yeah, I believe it goes that early. Yeah, notch and notch. Oh. Too soon, Junior, too soon. Not even getting it. That was harder than it needed to be. Yo, ET, what's up? Alright. Next up, I need to pull up. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Son of a... I was going to save this for last because I was going to compare the voltage rails underneath the scope to see if there was any difference. Now I need to find R2E9. I think this is all the front here. I have, yes. Alright, R2E9, then R2E7. Alright, let's grab... These I like to use hot air. But to use hot air, you put some foil tape here. So I don't accidentally melt. The low melt. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? Come on. Brain fart. 75 ohm. I need a 10 ohm. Where's that 10 ohm at? Oh, I gotta double check here. Hang on. Most of these I've just been stealing the parts off of 1.0s because I have so many of them. There we go. Double check. R2E9, R2E7. Then let me check what I got here. R2E4 is what I'm going to go after. Ah! Just yeeted the 0 ohm into oblivion. Damn. Don't see it anywhere. Steal another one here real quick. Go. Oh wow, my stream is way behind. I'm way behind in my stream. All right. Let's turn this on just so we can see and verify my vCore. All right, 1.4. So let's grab pin header. Make a pin. My desk is so super sticky from the flux, it's getting on my nerves. As they say, Nevin, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Box. Pin header in. And just, oh, I know one more part I want. Where'd I put my tweezers? Nevin, where did I put my tweezers, bud? Here they are. Stealing the cap. Nevin, you're fired. Alright, so there's that. And lastly, I need to do some tomfoolery here because I don't have the bits and bobs to rebuild that voltage rail. Which is fine. This is a quick and dirty method. That's all I want to do right now. Nice fresh capacitor we put in there. We're going to get a good use out of it. Oh, somebody's messaging me. Nope, another phantom. A little big, but it'll do. Yeah, get off. I just flipped it somewhere and I have no idea where. Here it is. I already found it in heaven. Come on. That looks like garbage. Yeah, I'll have to do. Next up is going to be right here. Now, just to confuse some people, because I just put fresh solder in there, I jumped the gun, so I need to remove some. And this is also a good tutorial on how to install an XRTC when you already have a pin header in place. Man, my own stream is lagging behind. For the longest time I was cutting back this plastic bit. Don't worry about it. Just a little bit of downward pressure to make sure she sits all the way flush. Yep, all good. Go over here. Flood that. Flood those two pads. Just a hair too small. See somebody selling these on eBay. If I just had one thing to say about it, you may want to tweak the description a little bit. Call it a replacement clock. It's not. It's a supplemental. There is a subtle difference. It does not replace the clock, the OEM clock. It's just an additional one. And you gotta make sure you're running the right, which I know you can't say anything about it on actual eBay, but you know, you need to make sure people understand though that it doesn't work with the stock BIOS. Let's go do this one by hand. Ooh, that was hot. It's not a clone. It's just not made by me. Okay, so there's our XRTC. Let's see here, what's next? Go ahead and wire D0. It's an open source project, so anybody can make and sell them. I don't care. I thought it was hilarious because I didn't know about it until eBay's like, hey, you may like this product, and here's an offer. It's like, I'm good, thanks. Alright, where the hell am I? Here we go. Wire. Next up, grab my new favorite SMD part dispenser. Stop point. and a glove there. Little 200 ohm resistor there. A little 200 ohm resistor here. Come on. There we go. Oop. Too much. There we go. And then, where is, there we go. Camera is acting beautifully. Oh, yeah, there you go. You finally, where is it going? I don't know. Probably didn't like me when I ducked below its field of range or something. Oh, you. What are you doing? Ah. You had to like look at my gut to verify it was me or something? That felt nice. Man, that one was stuck in there. What is my purpose? To follow this fatso. Yes, it is, Carlos. Matter of fact, I bought Booter his as a birthday gift. Alright, before I put this on, since this is the pink bubblegum crap, bulk of it off here. I am out of spirits, acetone, and everything else. All I got is isopropyl and hot air. I will say, this method's not the best, but I do think it makes it awfully nice. A cleaner looking chip. Yeah. Brand new looking. Ish. Alright. Not even hot. Clean up my permanent marker. Most of it anyways. Ultrasonic will get the rest. It's really surprised me. I didn't expect ultrasonic to get permanent marker off. Not sure if it's the ultrasonic portion or the solution. What are you talking about, Sean? All of yours are this clean. No, I have not, Johnny, because we were in... Let's see here. Harcroft was waiting for some stuff to finish shipping to me. Once we got that figured out, I was waiting on one more part to get shipped to him. And he brought another part in to ship, and that just showed up Friday. And then I was waiting for the proper box for the other shipment. So, I got them still, unfortunately. But I hope to get them out within the week. If you don't mind, I kind of want to double check with you to make sure that I got everything and I'm not forgetting anything, okay? If that's all right. All right, let's put this in temporarily because I just want to get this thing booted. gotta trim this one. Yeah, you don't miss me, Hag. You miss Johnny and Sean. They're more fun. There we go. This 3D print I have printed in PET carbon fiber, and it is some really rigid, stiff stuff. My tune stopped. Apparently I can only loop the stuff for so often. All right. Gonna have to take this back off. Well, actually I don't have to, because this is printed solid, so I can run it just as is through the ultrasonic. No, I'll take it off because I want to make sure I can get in there. Flush the pins out pretty nicely. Alright. Just doused my phone in isopropyl alcohol. Nice. So sticky. But right now I want to finish boot this up. I actually want to get this booted before I do that. I want to get that T-SOP flashed with X-Blast. Go there, and then yeah, let's go ahead and somehow I managed to embed little balls of solder into the pink goop stuff. Dug into the aluminum a little bit, but no biggie. Yeah, you're regardless of what you printed in, Sean, it support should just kind of pop off nicely. If it's not, then you're kind of, you got some settings incorrect. Okay, so there's that. And then let's grab this heat sink. I'll be taking all this apart again, but to make sure everything's good before I send it through the ultrasonic. Kind of have to test it. Alright, how do I want to do this one? Do I do paste or thermal pad? We'll do thermal pad. I'll use this really nasty acetone to really clean that up. And clean it up with alcohol. I wonder if MEK will eat this stuff. If your slicer has the option, Sean, tell it to do ironing on the interface layer between your supports and the piece you're trying to print. What it does is goes through and makes it ultra smooth with high cooling, and then the next layer that goes onto it can't actually stick to it that well. Right, I know, Makina, and that's why I was wondering if it'll do as good of a job. Yeah, ironing. Should be able to iron the support interface layer. I know it's there in Orca Slicer because that's what I use, and I measured that all wrong. Oh well. We'll get the job done. Go. I got about like 4 gallons of it down in the basement, Makina, so. And the acetone I have is rusting. The container it's in is rusting. turn my iron back on. He's using Bamboo Lab Slicer, Makina. Sean is very much a, well, that's what it came with, so that's what I'm using type of person. Not anything against that, just saying. There's quite a few things I'm that way with myself. Okay, plug that in, plug that in. This. Where's my controller? That there, that's there. Let's make sure it boots, and then we'll take the next, plug in the next couple of things. Power supply. Alright. 35C, nice and cool. Won't stay there for long. System info, console. 1398.12. Alright. Turn it off. Let's hook up hard drive and hook up a hard drive and a DVD drive. Got one for my test console here. If I could get it unstuck from all those BNC cables. Needs tuned. It's got a B for Buta. This is one of the ones that I repaired for Booter, but isn't following through on its checks. Alright, so I'll throw that there. That. And then that. If I remember right, this has a soft mod on it, maybe? System. Setting. No, utilities. Lock it. There was a hissing sound in the music sound effects. I'm looking around making sure like none of the caps are venting. Alright, what's going on here? Let's try that again. Looks like the stock BIOS, yeah, Microsoft. That's a good question, Chris. I don't know. I don't have one. It's all closed up. Right, let's unlock this. Actually, we'll FTP into this drive. Let's turn that off. Yeah, it looks like the software on this drive is messed up. I think it's a soft mod, honestly. Which, honestly, I do not want. Yeah, it's a soft mod. Actually, instead of doing that, quicker to do it this way. System, utilities, format. That's a lot faster than just deleting everything. Go up to here. Files, Xbox, new hard drives, stock C. Copy the stock dashboard back over. Then use Endgame to get into XBlast. Actually, while I'm in here, create a directory called BIOS. For some reason I have not put XBlast in with the stock C drive stuff. What am I looking at? Sorted XBlast 256. Alright, so there's that. Minimize that. It's got a little bit of a Tron vibe to it, I feel. because you cannot flash the TSOP when you're booted from a chip. Yeah, I leaked my private class CIP address. Ooh, so scared. It's like telling somebody that you're alive. It's kind of a given. Alright, so now if we boot TSOP, there's that. Let's do RAM test, because we haven't done this yet. Oh no, something wrong with drive. Read smart status. Returns fine. That'd be kind of nice to have in Prometheus. Wind bond. There we go, guys. We got the volt mod. Volt modification done. RAM, caps, XRGC, CPU, Open Xenium. Am I missing anything? Other than the 256 RAM update, which we're not going to do. TSOP's flashed with XBlast. I think so. What do you think, Sean? Reball it? So here's my take on that, Nevin. Yes, internal HDMI is nice. It's good. But I feel like, how do I put this? I feel like if you're going to go that far to put an HDMI solution in, let's take current HDMI solutions, you know, with Stellar and everything like that. That's $200, you know, give or take. Okay, and that's fine. I mean, in aspects of something like a RetroTink 4K Pro, which is what, $700-800, and it's capable of multiple device inputs, you can make the argument. However, if you're going to go that extreme, spend that much into it, I'd rather just buy the RetroTink, and then I can do CRT emulation, and deinterlacing, external 480p upscaling, various other types of upscaling up to 4K. I don't see the value of putting HDMI in, honestly. Yes, is it a good, cheap alternative? Yeah, that's fine. Ultimately, it's going to be mandatory because, you know, they're not making these AV ports anymore, and they are going to wear out. There's several I've changed out. Hang on. I have changed several out just because they quit working. Corrosion, broken pins, stuff got jammed into it. You know, it, yeah, it's eventual. It's an eventual thing. But to me, I'd rather keep the analog out and then use something like a RetroTink or something like that and upscale it. I personally will be buying a RetroTink 4K Pro shortly, actually. So, some people, yeah, HDMI is nice because you don't have to worry about the dongle. But to me, I'd rather just leave it the way it is and use an external upscaler. That's true, but, you know, you can also damage the HDMI port, and then you gotta, you know, send it in, the entire thing in for servicing. You know, there's pros and cons each way. You asked about Kratos, Chris. So this build is going to be the same as this. The only difference is this board I've ran through the ultrasonic cleaner. This is Kratos. I got it all kinds of cattywampus right now because I'm just futzing around with it. But this is it. Yeah, that's true, Makina. Have one like drop on your head or something. I don't have any video of it running yet, but I think soon, Sean. I think very soon. Honestly, I think I probably can go ahead and sell to like you and Johnny. I think that'd be fine. It's just the instructions and stuff like that are not out yet, so I can't do it publicly. And I'm supposed to be taking some pictures and stuff of the installs, so if I didn't stream today, I was actually going to work on this, but I'm going to work on this tomorrow evening. What is Kratos? Kratos is a front panel replacement. It replaces this little thing with RGB with an ESP32 development board, essentially. So you got full RGB control for your front lights here, plus RGB control for your controller ports and any extension. Dark 186 has a dark crystal or skeleton, as some of us calls it, and he's got RGB lights going all the way around. It can control that. Alexa integration and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm kind of drawing a blank on it right now, but and the CPU is staying nice and cold. I see a critical flaw with this. Can anybody see a critical flaw in this plan? Ah! Oh no! Oh! I pulled it too close. Game over. Oh well. Had to have a little bit of fun. That raised the temperature of the CPU like a whole degree. And it went back down. Oh, that's funny. Wheezy! Yeah, kinda. Makina. Yeah, there's a web interface to control various settings and yeah. I don't know a whole lot because I haven't finished hooking it up and programming it. Well, guys, it is 11:15 p.m. here. Happy New Year's to you too, Wheezy. And I think I need to call it quits. The board's done. Did everything I need to do to it. Everything I wanted to do to it. I need to start taking it back apart. I guess I could do that now, actually. Oop, before I do, I want to unlock that hard drive. Yeah, this is actually the second stream for the day. First, oh, unlock. It was already unlocked. The first stream, I went ahead and did a CPU upgrade on here. Now, I know this thing had the fan just sitting right on top of it, but there's like no heat in that thing. I've noticed some of these CPUs run cold as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber, I should say. I believe that's the proper phrasing. Others, they like the heat. I don't know what's up, but I've just noticed that in doing these. And Wheezy, little USB-C power supply I made. I was working on this when you and I got yelled at oh, I can't think of his name. Oh, who was that? Do you remember that? Not really, Nevin. It's just kind of... Anybody can kind of just test things and say, this is broken. But you need to be able to say why it's broken. And unless you kind of understand it... Actually, I don't need to undo that one. But oh well. Oh, that thing is in there. haven't actually tried to remove one of these before. I did too. I don't want to distract him. You know, most YouTubers, they're like, they don't care what's going on in chat. But, you know, that's fair. It's his channel. Oh, almost had it. There we go. Good times, good times. Well, I was actually working on this. I was working on the couple of revisions of this. And I was excited because I had just got my first proof of concept going. I was like, I made a thing, and you and I were chatting. What was it? I keep wanting to say, I keep thinking of the movie of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Or is it just Oh Brother? I don't know. But, doesn't matter. I feel bad for, distracting him like that. Because we totally hijacked the YouTube chat. Okay. Alright, there we go. And let's put this on here. Just keep the thermal pad nice and clean. That will go there. Now ready for the ultrasonic machine, and I do ultrasonic it with the chip on there. I hear my cat crying in the background. Okay, got that cap in. Added those two, added this one, added that one. Replaced the broken one, replaced those, these three. This one, actually pretty much almost all, half of them. Just trying to double check before I go, okay. And I go put it into the bin for the ultrasonics. I think that is it. Came apart a lot quicker than I thought. That's a great way of putting it, Weasel. Getting yelled at by a substitute teacher. It really did feel that way. TMR S controller. Actually, it feels real nice. Say it's about 95% of the analog sticks, give or take. Because I've come across some really bad analog sticks. I came across some really good ones. Alright. Well, ladies and gents, I need to clean this up because I got a stack of orders that I need to get through. These are just today. So I need to get these fulfilled. Make sure that's off cam so I'm not showing anybody's address. If Ace is still streaming, go watch Ace. I'm out of here, guys.